Today is a market, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along with me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Alicia. I own a crochet boutique called Awestruck Crochet. And today is my first market of 2026. It is an inside market. It is a market here in my town. And so I'm just really excited to start the year off not traveling and just doing some branding here within my local community. So I'm really excited to attend. I have already set up my booth. I set up the booth yesterday. And in the previous vlog, if you haven't watched it, we set up the table together. We kind of talked about how I wanted it to be set up, what it was going to look like, and how to make everything symmetrical. So if you haven't seen that vlog, go ahead and watch it. I'll link it down below for you guys and tag it here. I think that will be really helpful for you to see my reasoning of how I want to set everything up. So I'm not showing you the setup today. I will show you what my booth looks like. I changed it just a little bit, but not much to be very significant. So I'll show you the booth whenever we get there. We're going to go and get some coffee because I need coffee already this morning. It is almost 7:30 this morning. The market doesn't start until 9. But I'm going to be going early so that I can help my mom with her pricing. This time we got a booth right next to each other, so I'm really excited that we are able to chat and spend time together. The last market we were at this venue, we were completely separated because she needed electricity and I didn't. So I'm really excited to be able to spend some extra time with her. Life has been busy. We haven't really been able to catch up other than phone calls. And so I'm just really excited to spend the day with her today. So I'm gonna quit chatting. I really need to get some coffee and meet up with her. So I will see you in just a little bit. I have my bag and I brought my Tunisian crochet to work on for the market. The market just opened, so we'll see how busy it gets today. But I'm planning on working on this. A little slow this morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Which one is your favorite, the bunny or the chicken?
Oh, I like this one.
It's so cute.
I think she's going to be a fourth cousin
Oh, that'll
on
be
my
fun.
husband's side, and I just embroidered a baby quilt.
Oh, how sweet. But I'm making a Tunisian little baby blanket for my brother. Good morning. How are you guys? There you go. Instantly it becomes his instead of baby brother.
Exactly. Don't share it with you.
Yeah.
Are these just so they hang on?
Those are just for me to hang on.
Oh, okay.
So it actually comes off. So it's like a snuggler so he can carry it around and things. Yeah. I ran out of my hook, so I had to use my shower curtains.
Like,
no, I'm sorry.
because I'm like, I don't know what.
It is very slow this morning. We're 30 minutes into the market and there's only just been a couple of people walking by. Everyone's just kind of taking their time shopping around.
Yep. Yeah.
Good morning. Okay guys, we are after the market and I wanted to sit down with you guys and chat about how it went. I first want to start by apologizing about the footage that was shot for the market. I did have much more footage than probably what you'll see. However, I'm still working out the kinks of everything of my camera, and I didn't realize that when I pushed a certain button, it went to 2 times slow, which means I lost the audio and everything is extremely slow. Some things I'm able to speed up, so you'll kind of see more of that, but everything with me talking was pretty much gone because you can't hear the audio. And so again, I apologize. I need to definitely double check my camera before I start vlogging so that I don't make that mistake again. Because when I initially vlog, it looks normal, but there is a little tiny box that says ×2 when I go to push a certain button. That's my bad. Hopefully next market will be all fine, but let's go ahead and talk about the market and how it went. Even though it was probably a short market vlog than what you'll see, I'm not 100% sure because I haven't edited, but I do know like the whole second half of the market is all ×2 slow. So I know that we're going to be missing quite a little bit of footage. So let's talk about what sold and what went really well. I wanted to create a space that was like a half circle, but I wanted to leave a little bit of a gap so that I wasn't fully blocking my mom's booth because my pegboard is really tall. But I also didn't want people to cut through my booth because I've had that before in the past where they just kind of started, they didn't really look at my products. They were just using it as a way to cut through to like another booth or my mom's, or even then they weren't even really stopping to look at my mom's. They were just cutting through then her booth and going to the next. And so we decided after like the first 2 people that came through and were just kind of cutting through the booth that we were going to change how the pegboard was put together. So I did decide to move the pegboard closer to me so that it would get rid of the gap. My best sellers for the day were the Whimsy bunnies. I do the itty bitty size. There are 2 different sizes from Raven Jade Code. She has the original and she has the little itty bitty size. And the little itty bitty size was such a huge hit, and the pattern only comes with a bonnet. I use baby Bonnie's headband from Shop Mod Threads to attach to the Whimsy bunny, and it was just so cute. Everyone just loved the little Whimsy bunnies. Most people bought 2 at a time, and so since I only had 4, they moved really quickly. One of the vendors actually came over and she's like, I keep seeing everyone walking around with these and I need them for me as well. And so that was really fun to hear. So the Itty Whimsy bunnies were the first to sell. Along with the hatching bunnies, I sold out of all of them that I brought to the show, which was super fun. And then everything else was just kind of here and there. We'll go through the list of what sold. I also sold the mini plushie from Mama Made Minis. It is the Maeve mouse. That one was really fun because I originally commented on the shopper's painting that he bought because I don't see too many people walking around with a painting that they purchased, and it was like a little fish of Nemo and it was so cute. And then he had previously bought something from my mom, was a ceramic egg head. So then he was purchasing for me. He was doing all this math in his head. And I told him, I said, I have a calculator if you want some help. That way you don't have to do everything mentally. And so he was just giving me the numbers. I added them all up for him. And so then the mouse was in his budget. And he said, sorry, I'm doing shopping for my coworkers. And that was really intriguing to me because a lot of people don't go around shopping other handmade businesses for their coworkers, like all of their coworkers. And so I was curious. I said, oh, which coworker are you buying the mouse for? Because by then he said that he did want to purchase the mouse. And he said, he told me the backstory of why he was purchasing the mouse. And so because my mom is sitting beside me, she asked who was the egghead for from his coworker list. And so he gave us the backstory of that as well. It was just so funny and so neat to hear about it. Come to find out, he's actually from the newspaper and he was doing an article on the handmade items he purchased for his coworkers. And then he was hoping to interview the handmade businesses that he purchased from at the end. So we did do a little interview. He just recorded us based on questions he had so he could go back and later write it for the newspaper. So that was just really fun. Our interview got put into the newspaper. I just thought it was such a neat opportunity and so fun. And honestly, I would have no idea about it unless I didn't ask why he was purchasing the mouse. And the whole reason behind it, it was such a cool and neat experience to see. So that was probably like my biggest highlight of the day from that market. It was so, so fun and so cool. Let's go through the rest of the things that sold. I sold 3 farm cuddle critters. One of them was the rattle. I didn't have very many rattles this time. And so one was the mallard rattle, one was a regular mallard, and then one was a cow. I sold one of the baby Della mallard little snugglers. I sold 3 mini bees, 1 fable brie mouse. I sold 1 chunky, like the mini chunky mallard. I sold 1 medium bee. I sold 1 Ollie the octopus. I sold 1 bear cuddle critter. And then I sold the 1 baby fish from the clearance bin. So those were all of my sellers. Again, just kind of odds and ends of everything. But what I thought was really cool about the bear cuddle critter is he bought the bear cuddle critter and the mallard cuddle critter, and he bought them for himself. He said that he came to shop with me last year and he bought the chubby mallard. They called me the crochet lady. The lady told her husband that the crochet lady would be there at the event today, and so he tagged along and he bought a couple things for him, which I think is so sweet. I think a lot of people get caught up in that the items are only for, you know, small children, kids, and they forget that these little things also bring ourselves joy and that we can't buy them for ourselves. I had one grandma that was so in love with the Brie ballerina mouse, but she said that she couldn't think of another grandchild that would love it as much as the one she was currently shopping for. The granddaughter that was with her was shopping with her own money, and she bought a mini bee and then the hatching carrot. But the grandma was just so in awe of the little Brie mouse. And I told her, I said, you could purchase it for you. You don't have to purchase it just for a child. And she was like, I know, but I just think it'd be so sweet if like a little girl was playing with this sweet little ballerina instead of it just sitting on the shelf. She's like, you did such a nice job with all of your hard work, and I would hate for it to just sit there. And it broke my heart because the Brie mouse brought her so much joy, but she truly did not want to see it just sitting on a shelf. She really wanted to see one of her grandchildren playing with it, and at the time the other grandchild was already purchasing something else. So that was another really neat interaction with a customer. The other neat interaction is that, so at this event, you have to bring a goodie bag, like a raffle item. And so I put one of the hatching bunnies in the raffle. A lot of people put their ticket in the bucket to possibly win for the raffle. And then when someone else's name got called for that raffle, I had 3 people come up and purchase the item at the last minute because they had their name in the raffle for it. And then when they didn't win it, they realized that they actually really wanted that little hatching bunny. And so it was really fun to see how one item made extra sales for me from the market, from the raffle. So I thought that was really cool as well. But that is how the market went. I had a really good time. It was much busier than last year. Traffic wise, I felt like it was a little slower, but I did make more sales than last year, which that's what I really wanted to see for this year. I wanted to see growth of an increase in sales at the markets that I did based on last year that I thought were somewhat slow. And so it was really nice to see the increase there. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I have another market coming up at the end of March, and so I'll be vlogging that one and hopefully able to catch the ×2 slow motion so that we actually can get all of the footage that I collected from the market. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.